checking into this Wednesday, the 8th of March for your Frontier opening bell. Just a very quick rundown through our markets. The Nigerian stock markets finished off flattish Tuesday. The BVMAC went up 18 basis points on the back of gains made by the Bank of Africa, Niger Republic, and that of Côte d'Ivoire. The Bank of Africa, Senegal was down. So the BVMAC crossed 207 on the composite side. The Egyptian market down by 2.21%, a very massive downside. The NSE in Kenya was down 1.68%, and the South African market down by 18 basis points. So that's what's making the headlines across East Africa's some of the biggest news. The EFDB says South Africa's GDP is going to stabilize at an average of 4% over the next 2 years, while 5 Kenyan banks are going to issue letters of credit to cover Kenya's latest import or 9 months import of oil from the United Arab Emirates. That's roughly 15 billion in shillings. And Somalia's Premier Bank says it's paid about 2.8 billion shillings for buying that 62.5% equity stake in the First Community Bank of Kenya. And Uganda's Minister of Finance is looking to freeze new public debt, currently at about 86 trillion Tanzanian shillings from 2023-2024 financial year. Let's look into West Africa. The Central Bank of Nigeria will today sell about 224 billion local currency in 3 dated papers. That's the primary market auction, the first in the new month of March by the financial regulator. In the meantime, Nigerian-born Iyabo Masha has been named the first woman and the first African, by the way, to head the G24, that International Monetary Affairs and Development Agency that was created back in 1971. We say congratulations to Iyabo Masha. And Ghana's local debt swap that was finally put together in January is beginning to have some negative effect on some of the Ghanaian bondholders. First round of South Africa reporting more than 50% haircut in the value of its holdings of Ghana bonds. And the Central Bank of Central African States, the governor, Abbas Toli, says the Central Bank has given approval for the Commercial Bank of Cameroon to list on the BVMAC. BVMAC is that central stock exchange for all countries, about 8 countries in French-speaking Central Africa, based in Cameroon. So that's another good news there for that very small stock exchange down there. Let's get on with the South Africa with this fourth quarter GDP of 2022 down about 1.3%, and that was against about 1.8%, which was supported in the third quarter. Eskom load shedding was blamed squarely for that particular decline in South Africa's GDP. Shoprite is reporting a better than expected sales here, 18%, but the cost of diesel is a major issue for Shoprite as well as other supermarkets in South Africa. Nedbank full year profit up 20%. 866 cents is what this bank will be paying as dividend for full year 2022. Total Energies is in green power deals with Sasol and Air Liquide in South Africa, while Namibia's national oil company says it's made a third oil discovery. So the bad news yesterday out of North Africa was the World Bank slamming a suspension until further notice on Tunisia because of comments attributed to President Saed of Tunisia, anti-immigrant remarks, which is upset a whole lot of folks, not just in Africa, but around the world. Egypt has become the first North African country to become a shareholder member of the Africa Finance Corporation, and that could open way for other members from there. The World Bank, Morocco has requesting about a $5 billion credit line from the IMF, while this way group of Morocco said it's recorded about 21.3% decline in consolidated profit for full year 2022. And that's your Frontier opening bell this Wednesday. Thank you for watching. See you next time.